Good morning. Welcome to Weller Does Delmarva. I'm not Jim Weller, Dan Gaffney filling in for Jim, and thank you for watching on TV Delmarva. We are live at the Laurel Junction for the next 2 hours with special guests, your phone calls. We have some giveaways coming up, and we're going to hear from Jim Weller, your normal host, in a few minutes. Dan Gaffney here from Delaware 1059 Radio. We also air on 1059. We join the radio audience in a few moments. And before we do, let's talk to the man behind TV Delmarva.
Oh.
Colin Walls is here to tell us about the very TV channel that you are watching. You might be watching on Facebook too, right?
Could be, yeah. Watching on Facebook or on, is my mic on? Facebook? Oh, it is? Okay. Or even on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or you could be watching on Roku.
Can I say,
Sure.
if you're watching on one of these social media sites, I want to say this now before we go on television, or before we go on radio, actually, please hit share and share your Facebook page so that more people can watch, more people have a chance to participate, because the more people participating, the better we can do here on the show. So please click share and spread the word.
And that's
All right.
S-H-A-R-E, not C-H-E-R.
Yes,
Leave
don't
her alone.
click,
She's got enough problems.
Yeah, very good. TV Delmarva, what is happening? Tell me about your TV station.
Well, there's lots
of
of things going on. You know, we are a live over-the-air television station. We broadcast 24 hours a day, and we have 5 channels right now. So, yeah, 5 channels.
I love the Weather Channel,
Yeah.
the one that's all weather. What do you call it?
We call it Delmarva WX.
Okay, very good.
Channel 14.4.
Why don't you outline the other channels?
So channel 14.1. First thing, how do you get TV Delmarva over the air? Well, you point your antenna towards Seaford, you rescan, and look for channel 14. We should pop up there. Now, if you can't get us over the air, if you don't have an antenna, or if you're out of our signal range, you can always go to your Roku, download the TV Delmarva channel, and then you can watch there. So when you see that, no matter where you are, tvdelmarva.com, you can click the Watch Now button. Wherever you are, wherever you're finding us, you're going to see 5 channels. 14.1, that's TV Delmarva. We're a general entertainment channel, and we call this general entertainment. Jim is the general. Yeah, Jim is the general.
He's the general of entertainment.
Yes. So, you know, we've got lots of our local programming on there. We've got local events that we broadcast live. You know, we did Christmas parades and things like that. You know, there's shows you've heard of, too. Impractical Jokers. That's my favorite on there. I watch them every day.
One of your key
Delmarva.
programs. I hear you mention that a lot.
I do. It's my favorite, yeah.
Right.
So anyway, lots of general entertainment on there. You know, our news product is on there as well. Now, speaking of news, channel 14.2, that's Delmarva Newsnet. We're the only 24/7 news channel on Delmarva, over the air, broadcasting live. And so we are a Newsnet affiliate. So 24/7, there's news. But we also have local news that is on there as well. We broadcast our local news on 14.1 at 4 p.m. every day, and then it plays again at 4:30 on Delmarva Newsnet.
Really great news operation. I love what you're doing with your staff, and that newscast is a good watch. I see a lot of people watching it online as well.
Yeah, our Facebook numbers it just blows my mind, actually, when I see, you know, how many people are watching on Facebook, and, you know, and even comparing it to other news outlets on here. You know, as far as Facebook goes, we're definitely dominating that area. Yeah, and I'm blown away by it, to tell you the truth. But we are putting out a good news product, in my opinion, and I think other people believe we are too, because we're talking about issues that nobody else is talking about, and for whatever reason, they won't talk about them. So, yeah. And I like to say we know who our audience is. We know who our audience is in Sussex County, and we talk about things that they're interested in.
Well, that's going to get you. It's going to make you go a long way if you continue to keep the audience center. So that's great. If people had feedback for the TV station, how can they give you feedback?
News at tvdelmarva.com. News at tvdelmarva.com.
So you can actually make comment about what you're watching on TV Delmarva.
Yep. And we get quite a few
and it
emails.
goes right to the president.
Yeah, I do see that one too. But if you want to get right to me,
yes,
Colin, Colin at tvdelmarva.com. If you have a show idea or if you got any thoughts about it, just let us know. Colin at tvdelmarva.com.
Yes. See this gentleman? Is he in the shot?
Yes.
There he goes. Look at that. That's Robin Reifsnyder. I just happened to recognize him. Good morning to Robin. There we go. That's a local shout out. local shout out before we get on radio, okay?
Yeah, nice.
So listen, TV Delmarva, thank you, Colin.
Yeah, thank you, Dan.
Very good.
I'll be back in 30 minutes.
Great. We'll talk more about TV Delmarva and hear more from Colin in a moment. Welcome. Thank you. Once again, hit share on your social media. If you are watching on Facebook, we'd love you to do that. If you're watching wherever you're watching on the internet, go ahead and do that. And while we do that, I want to welcome our radio audience. Hello, Delaware 1059. This is Weller Does Delmarva. Dan Gaffney in for Jim Weller, and we are live at the Laurel Junction. And right out of the gate, because I'm in charge today, while Jim is away, we are going to give away Chick-fil-A, a Chick-fil-A coupon with a very special number. I'm going to give you the number, then we're going to find out a little bit about what's happening on the show today. We have Bob Backman in our opening collage, but let me give you the phone number, the giveaway phone number. If you would like to win a Chick-fil-A coupon, it looks like this. It is your choice of a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich meal. We're going to give one of these away that you'll pick up at Weller's in Bridgeville. The number is 302-422 7336 302-422-7336. A special number to call to win. It's on your TV screen if you're watching on TV Delmarva, and if you're listening on the radio, that is the special number you need to remember and call. So call now, and we'll give you a Chick-fil-A coupon to start the show. Also, to start the show, here's Bob Backman to give us a rundown of today's events.
This week on Weller Does Delmarva. Neil Thomas of Code Purple talks with us. Chuck Creighton from Weller's Utility Trailers drops in. DJ Sky Brady stops by. Laurel Junction's Mike Mercer joins us. TV Delmarva's Colin Walls of Walls Service Center checks in.
No calls, right?
We are live from the Laurel Junction and Chef Fred's Cafe in Laurel, Delaware. And now, here's your special guest host, Dan Gaffney.
Love it. Love it. Thank you. And we do have a phone call, so let's start by giving away a Chick-fil-A coupon and go to our telephones here on Weller Does Delmarva. Hello, caller. Wait. That's not supposed to happen. Let's try it again. Let's go to another call. And hopefully this person will be more engaging than a dial tone, right? Hello, you're on the air. Weller Does Delmarva.
Yes, good morning.
How are you?
It is a beautiful morning. I'm doing fine.
It is a beautiful morning. You know, we're here at the Laurel Junction, Route 9 and Route 13, and the sun is coming up. It is a beautiful day. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Greenwood, and when I heard you had the Chick-fil-A, I was excited.
Yes. Well, you're
and it's
the
good
first.
to hear your voice.
Well, thank you. Good to have you here. Are you watching on television or listening on the radio?
Facebook.
Facebook. All right, Facebook.
I can't get the radio. It's off and on.
Yeah,
You can get
Facebook
that
person.
station.
What is your name?
Connie.
I'm sorry?
Connie.
Oh, hi.
C-O-N-N-I-E.
Hi, Connie. And your last name?
His Holmberg, Holmberg.
Connie Holmberg. Well, you're the first person to win today. And this is the only one we're giving away for this segment. We'll give away some more later. But, Connie, you can pick those up starting Tuesday, not Monday, but Tuesday at Weller's in Bridgeville, okay?
All righty.
All right, see you later.
Thank you so much, and you have a very blessed day.
Thank you. You know, Dan Gaffney in for Jim Weller today, and that was very nice. Thank you. We're going to hear from Jim now. He has a word from about one of his sponsors, and when we come back, we're going to meet Neil Thomas, and we're going to talk about Code Purple. If you don't know about Code Purple, you're going to learn about it and how you can help and how they help our area. We'll learn about it right after this from Jim Weller.
Hey everybody, it's me, and I just want to say thanks a lot for tuning in the show. I'm sorry I couldn't be there with you, but Dan Gaffney, thank you very much for hosting the show for me. I really, really appreciate it. Listen, let's talk about Dawn Kennedy. I'll be there, Cleaning and Care. She's been a supporter, sponsor of the show, and she offers all kinds of services, such as house cleaning. In other words, if you're at a point and you're just tired of cleaning your own house, or you've gotten behind or busy, and you say, you know what, I need a jump start. Well, she could come in and do a cleaning. She can clean a little bit. She can clean it all. She can do it once. She can do it regularly. Whatever you want to do, she'll work with you any way she can. She's licensed. She's insured. She'll go anywhere from Fenwick Island to Smyrna. She'll help you out any way she can. Also, she does campers, and people say, why would I want my camper clean? Why wouldn't I want my camper clean? She cleans travel trailers. She cleans motorhomes. I don't mean the outside. I mean the inside. So if you want a good cleaning of your camper or motorhome before the season starts, now's a good time to get on her schedule. She does Airbnbs. She does businesses like offices and businesses, also showrooms of a business. So anyway, if you need something cleaned, give Dawn a call and talk to her, okay? She's an owner-operator. She's on the scene. She's very detail-oriented. I've used her on a couple projects before and been very, very happy. I use her also when I have a rental. When somebody moves out and somebody's going to move in, I have her come in and clean the house. So anyway, whether you're a contractor doing construction work and then you want the house cleaned up when you're done, whatever you may need Dawn for, you give her a call. Her name is Dawn Kennedy, 302-362-7064, 302-362-7064. Look her up on Facebook. I'll be there, Cleaning and Care. She'll do a good job for you. She also gives a 15% discount to seniors, first responders, and military. So please bring that up, and thank you for your service also. Other than that, that's it. So have a good day. I'm going to turn it back over to Dan, and I'll see you in person next Saturday. Bye-bye.
At the Laurel Junction, I've just received a message on the insider line from Jack Riddle, who says, good morning, Dan. Make sure to get a scrapple sandwich from Chef Fred. Thank you. We are at Chef Fred's Cafe inside the Laurel Junction, and I'm joined by my special guest here, Neil Thomas from Code Purple of Sussex County. Neil, how are you?
Hey, Dan, how are you?
Good. Lean up there a little closer. We'd like to get you nice and loud on the microphone. I'm great. Tell me and tell the audience, if you would, about Code Purple and what you do for them.
Well, Code Purple is a wonderful organization. What we do is we give people a place to sleep. People who would normally be out in the cold during this season, we give them a place to sleep. Not only do we give them a place to sleep, we give them people to talk to. Yeah. Sometimes people just need, a listening ear. So we care for our community. That's what we're about. Code Purple is made up of just ordinary people. We have no names in the limelight. We're just ordinary people. You probably wouldn't know us if you passed us on the street, just doing extraordinary things. So.
Yeah, the folks who are roofless or homeless or just outdoors, car living, whatever, when the temperature drops below a certain level, is that when you open the Code Purple shelters?
Well, Code Purple is open from December the 1st through March 15th.
Regardless of the weather?
Regardless of the weather. That's every night of the week. Okay. It's volunteers. We don't get paid to do what we do. We have the heart to do it. So from December the 1st till March 15th, they've been known to extend that date, being according to the weather as well. Where
are the Code Purple shelters throughout Sussex County? Can you name where they are?
Yes, well, we have one in Seaford, which is Stein Highway Church of God.
Okay.
We have a shelter also, that's for the men. We have one in Seaford on Alliance Road for the women. Mm-hmm. We have shelters in Georgetown. We have shelters in Milford. We have shelters in Lewis. So it's pretty much Sussex County wide, that we try to take care of our own. Sussex County does take care of their own.
They do. Is it busier? Are the shelters busier when it is colder?
Yes, it's extremely busier when it's colder and around holiday season as well. But when we just had this this blast of cold weather came through, and we really had a lot of people, a lot of men coming in.
And I'm just curious, do some people stay there every night, or is it sporadic? I'm
Yes,
just curious.
most of our guests, they stay every night. We have totes where we, mark the dates. And, when we go in and we give them their totes to see the consistency
Yeah.
of dates lined up in the pages where you got to start new pages. It's not our job to figure out how they got this way. It is our job just to help them while they're this way,
Yeah, absolutely. How can people help this mission of Code Purple? You are a nonprofit.
We are a nonprofit. You can help this mission by volunteering your time. Not only do we give people somewhere to sleep, but we do things in the community as well. Code Purple is married up with Love Inc. And Love Inc. Those two are married up because Love Inc. provides food. Usually it's the same guest. So Love Inc. provides food. They can come there. We can get them in the shower. We can get them clothes. We can get them dart passes. Those two are married up. So in order to talk about one, you kind of got to talk about the other because it's about helping people out to the totality, to the fullest extent.
Yeah, and I realize it's not about one person and it's made up of volunteers, and I get that. But I do want to ask you, as an individual, why do you have a passion for this? How did you personally get involved, and why?
I have a passion for this. Not only is it a command from God, that we love our neighbors as ourselves, but I too was once lost, and it was somebody who displayed kindness to me. I'm gonna try to do this without tearing up. It was somebody who displayed kindness to me, and it's my duty to kind of repay that. Not only is that, I'm a pastor here at Seaford, Delaware. Okay. I can give a plug into our church.
Absolutely.
Restoration Community Church in Seaford, Delaware. That's for you, Dan.
Can I have that?
Yes, sir. You can look us up on Facebook as well. But we're made up of good Samaritans, whose assignment is to do that work. It's to volunteer for Code Purple. It's to volunteer for Love Inc. It's to help feed, help take care, help clothe our community. That's our passion. That's our drive. Is to help see someone do better than they once were, regardless of how you got in that position.
Right.
I think we spend a lot of time trying to decipher how somebody fell instead of just give them the hand to help them up.
Right.
So that's what Code Purple is.
I love that. A great story, and it sounds like you have a great mission at your church. That's very nice to hear about. Code Purple. Can you tell us how to learn more about it? Can we go online, or is there a website for those watching and listening on the radio?
Yes, you can look up Code Purple on Facebook. You can Google Code Purple, Sussex County. It's a wonderful organization. Nikki Gonzalez is kind of over the whole thing around this area, and she's a wonderful lady as well. She will plug you in where you need to be plugged in. Even as the season is ending, you can still volunteer. You can get in touch with Code Purple, and you can set up for next year to volunteer because we do need volunteers. It's a tremendous task carrying on this huge assignment.
We didn't really get into the numbers, but do you have any idea of how many people are being served by Code Purple in Sussex?
It's a lot. Let's just keep it. It's a lot.
You're busy. I'm sure you're busy.
Yeah, it's a lot. But it's gratifying, too, though, Dan, just to see people come in and they have somewhere to lay their head, Yeah. And we treat it like Planet Fitness, just a no judgment zone.
I love it. Neil Thomas, thank you so much. Thanks for your good work.
God bless you, sir. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Neil. I appreciate you coming in to talk about Code Purple. And again, Restoration Community, just this individual plug for the church where he is pastor, Restoration Community Church, which is in Seaford, Delaware on North Market Street. And I'm holding up, for the television audience, I'm holding up a little card here to let you know a little bit about them. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
God
Again,
bless.
I appreciate it. That's the word on Code Purple. They could use your help. Coming up, another chance to win a Chick-Fil-A gift certificate with a special phone number. But first, we're going to go to Jim Weller, who has a message from Mid-South Audio.
Good morning, everybody. It's me again, Jim Weller from Weller's Utility Trailers and Weller Does Delmarva, saying good morning, good morning, good morning. It's a little chilly out today, and I'm sorry I couldn't be there with you, but I did want to take this opportunity to go ahead and do a sponsor segment for my friend Kevin Short, Mid-South Audio. Kevin Short has been in business quite a while now, over 30 years, serving our community with all kinds of audio, lighting, video type needs. So people say, well, I don't know if I need what he sells. Well, first of all, everybody is now either doing things online, doing more Zoom meetings, and he has a lot of interesting pieces of equipment there to help you do that more efficiently and look a little bit better. One of the things he just had it on the show recently. It's like a little tower, and it has a light on it that would light you up so you're not all dark in your video or your Zoom meetings, and it has a built-in microphone right into it. So anyway, it was a very interesting device. So if you're doing Zoom meetings or remote learning, or you're involved in a band, or you have an organization that wants to put on an event and you need speakers or amps or lighting or microphones or whatever, he sells all kinds of stuff. He has a big electronic superstore in Milton, Delaware, right there next to the post office, open 6 days a week, Monday through Friday, 10 to 6. And then, of course, today, Saturdays, 10 to 2. It's MidSouthAudio.com. Like him on Facebook if you would, or call him on the telly. It's 302-856-6993. Okay, other than that, that's it. I'm going to turn the show back over to Dan, and I'll be back. I'll see.
Thank you, Jim. We're live at the Laurel Junction. I'm going to give out a phone number here if you'd like to win a Chick-fil-A meal. This is courtesy of Jim Weller and Weller Does Delmarva. The number is 302-422-7336. The number's on your screen if you're watching on TV. If you're listening on the radio, dial it up at 302-422-7336. First caller through. That's not a busy signal or a dial tone. The first human that gets through on that phone number right now will be a winner, all right? I want to thank some folks, and they'll let me know when the call gets patched through here on Weller Does Delmarva. I want to thank the Boscos for their help here today. I would like to thank the folks who have stopped by here, Chris Callio and Frank Knotts and Robin Reifschneider, and it's good to see so many great people here today on Weller Does Delmarva here in the Chef Fred Cafe. If I could tell you a little bit about where we are, the Laurel Junction is an indoor and outdoor flea market. The word flea market doesn't quite do it justice, though. We have some permanent type stores in the indoor building, and there's several acres here, dozens of acres of vendors that come in on the weekend outdoors as well. But walking through inside, you have the cafe, and there are various shops and other things. Very, very unique and fun place. It's an adventure to be found. All right. Is the caller there? Are we ready to take that call? We're not? Okay, here we go. Let me give out the number. 302-422-7336. That's a Chick-fil-A meal will be our prize here today. A Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich meal or a Chick-fil-A nugget meal. We'll take your calls. 302-422-7336. All right. So, happy to be here today. One of Jim's great sponsors, Dry Zone. I know he has been associated with Dry Zone for some time, and I'll let him tell you about it right now.
Hey, it's me again, Jim Weller, and I want to say thanks a lot for tuning in my show, Weller Does Delmarva. I'm sorry I couldn't be there with you today. I got a lot going on, and I'm freezing. I don't know how your day is going, but I'm chilly. But other than that, I want to say thanks a lot to another good sponsor of my show, which is Dry Zone. You hear me talk about them each and every week. They're a local business. Bill and Heather Anderson own and operate Dry Zone, and they do crawl space encapsulation. They do poly level. They do crawl space encapsulation. I already said that once. I'm saying it twice now. All right. And then on top of that, if you have a basement that's leaking, if you have a house that has some foundation or structural problems, they can help you with that. They provide many services, and they're very professional in what they do. So from the first time you pick up the phone and call Dry Zone to the time they come to do an evaluation and give you an estimate to when they finally provide the service that you need done, you will say this is one smooth running company. So anyway, they service what they sell. If they do some work for you, it has a long time warranty. Some of their projects have a 25-year transferable warranty. And people say, why do you always say the word transferable? So many people are selling their home now, and if they had their work done by Dry Zone, the nice thing is whatever they invested in their home, that investment moves on to the next buyer, which also adds value to your home. So I just want to let you know that Dry Zone is available for viewing on the web at dryzone.com. You can see a lot of the services they provide. If you want to stop by and talk to them in person, they're right there on Beach Highway. I call it Route 16, just outside of Ellendale. It's a big red barn. It's their worldwide headquarters. You can stop in and talk to them in person. You can look at some of the products they offer, but you give a call. They come out, they meet with you, they're very professional, they know what they're doing, they use good products, they're like nobody else. I've dealt with them myself on multiple projects, and I know many people that have heard about them on the show, gave them a call and dealt with them, and are very, very pleased, and you will be too. Also, they have another business called Hello Garage. You want to check that out online too. If you want to remodel or upfit your garage or something like that, maybe you forgot to get somebody a Valentine's Day gift, have the garage floor recoated. What a great gift to give somebody as a late Valentine's Day gift. Well, anyway, it's dryzone.com, and if you're always looking for a new job or a new career, they're looking for career-minded people to work for them. Dryzone.com, 302-684-5034, 684-5034. Dial it in that order. I'll see y'all. Have a good day. Thank you, Dan. I appreciate you doing the show. I'll be back next Saturday. I'll see y'all. Take care. Goodbye.
Oh, technically, Jim will be back today. We are going to have a live hookup with Jim coming up in the next half hour here on Weller Does Delmarva. From an undisclosed location, Jim Weller will be checking in with us right here on Weller Does Delmarva. Hey, thanks to those who have called for the Chick-fil-A certificate. I believe we have some more. I think unlimited is what Jim told me. No, it's not unlimited? All right, there is a limited number of them, but we are giving them away. Whether we are on or off the air, the number is 302-422-7336. No obligation. We'll give them to you just for phoning in. 302-422-7336. We have time to take maybe another call, another prize, give another one away before we break for the radio coming up in a few minutes. If you call now, we'll try and do that this morning, all right? Live from the Laurel Junction. We're going to talk later in the show today to Mike Mercer. Mike Mercer is the man responsible for much of what happens here at the Laurel Junction, and he's going to give us kind of an insight into what really goes on here every weekend, all the commerce that is happening, unique things that are for sale, some of the regular shops, some of the folks that come here on the weekends and set up, and just and how you can be a part of it, actually. So that's later today. Also, a guy I've known for a long time, DJ Sky Brady. DJ Sky Brady will be joining us here live and in person. And from Weller's Utility Trailers, we're going to have Chuck Creighton here a little later on today to talk about Jim's business, Weller's Utility Trailers. Let's do another on-air call here and give away a Chick-fil-A coupon. Good morning to you. Thanks for calling.
Well, good morning. I don't want to Chick-fil-A, but I'm just calling saying hello. This is Dave from Steeple.
Is this Terry?
Yeah, I'm sitting here looking at you on TV.
Right. Are you watching on television, or is that what you said?
Yeah, I'm watching on Channel 14 on YouTube.
Yes. So when you live in Seaford, it's pretty easy to point your antenna towards Seaford. You could point it in.
I have an antenna. I just got the antenna in your.
You're so close to the antenna, you might be picking it up on your fillings, your dental fillings. Well, listen, Terry, thank you, buddy. Have a great day.
All right, I'll talk to you Monday on.
All right, bye-bye.
Roll call.
We're taking Dan Gaffney in for Jim Weller. We're taking a break from the radio. We're going to continue on TV Delmarva and online after this. All right. The radio has taken a break, And so we are continuing here on TV Delmarva. Colin Walls talking about some of the TV Delmarva special features. I liked your coverage of parades and some of the live coverage that you've done. Something else that I think sets you apart.
Yeah, and we like it too. It's fun. We love going out and being in the community, you know, and giving out keychains and things like that. So, yeah, the keychains are fantastic.
Is that what happens when you're out on?
Yeah, we do.
You give away keychains.
Yep, we've got these nice quality keychains. I want to say thank you to Terry. Terry is a great television Channel 14 supporter, and he calls in a lot and just wants to support us. So thank you, Terry, for
Isn't
watching.
that nice?
It
He's
is.
not only he's a radio guy who calls me all the time, and I didn't know he's now become a TV Delmarva.
Oh, yep, he's right there in Seaford, so I don't know how he's getting it. Like he's got maybe just little rabbit ears or something. That
He's big in radio, reception, television. He's all into that. He's got all kinds of radio scanners, probably scanners, you know, everything.
Yeah, well, that's great. So anyway, Channel 14, yeah. So we are doing lots of local events, and that is what sets us apart, I believe, is that we are giving the community what they want to see. You know, we're getting lots of views on our live events. You know, who else is going to broadcast the Greenwood Christmas Parade but TV Delmarva? You know?
Right.
I mean, for real.
Exactly.
We did Caroling on the Circle in Georgetown. That was a huge success. We also did the Georgetown Christmas Parade. So, and the Milford Community Parade, which your wife was the host of that.
Before you eat that, can we show that on television?
Oh.
Is that a sandwich?
Allow us to breathe over it.
Hold on.
Here, hand it over here.
We're on TV Delmarva. We're at Chef Fred's Cafe, and we're going to show, since we're on a TV segment, we can bring it up to the camera. What is this? BLT, everybody. BLT. Showing that on, for those who are watching on TV Delmarva. All right. You can also get an SLT here, which is scrapple lettuce and tomato.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
If you really want
Or it
to.
could even be a
What?
sausage, lettuce, and tomato.
What's the matter, guys? There's some guys obviously not scrapple. Scrapple lettuce and tomato? That doesn't sound good to you? Sorry to interrupt. I mean,
That's okay.
something we can
Some
do.
things take priority, you know.
Yeah, some things we
Sandwiches.
can do here on TV Delmarva.
That's right. Well, this is what we're talking about.
But
It's
this
not-
guy, Chef Fred's Cafe, does a great breakfast, is the point, right?
Oh, yeah. I just had a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, and it was good.
Oh,
It was good.
nice.
Yeah.
All right. So continuing on, TV Delmarva. What's the future? What are your plans for the future with the TV station?
The plan for the future is to expand our news and to expand our local event coverage. So we plan on being more and more in the community as things go along. And we plan to have, maybe to expand adding more channels. So and there's a new thing coming out. It's called ATSC 3.0. That's a little bit off in the future, but that is going to be a huge game changer for over-the-air television. So if you've ever thought about getting an antenna, get one, because the antenna you will buy now will work for that, and you're going to be amazed at what you get.
When is that coming, this new technology?
You know, well, actually, we could switch over to it now, but there's not enough people out there with the receivers that would work for it. So probably nobody. I might be the only one in Sussex County that even has one.
Right.
And I just have one,
It's
to
that
be ready
new.
for it. Yeah, it's that
But
new.
ultimately, look, down the road, what will that do for people? Just
Well,
real
it's gonna
briefly.
allow us to. It's effectively gonna double our transmission area. So where our coverage is over the air, it's actually gonna about double it. But then it's also gonna expand our bandwidth. So we're gonna be allowed to have more channels.
So
on there.
consumers will be receiving a lot more over the air.
Yeah, think about
Possible.
this.
Is that right?
Possibly, yeah. Possibly one channel. So Channel 14 could have 30 sub-channels.
Right.
30 sub-channels.
Wow.
Some of these could be audio.
And right
You're
now
gonna
you have
be
4.
We have 5 right now.
Or 5.
Yep. And, they're going to be coming out. There's talk that they're going to be putting these receivers in cars as well.
So you can watch TV while you're driving?
So you can listen to audio while you're driving. There's going to be radio stations on television.
I see.
You're going to
On
be able
the
to get
sub-channels.
Yes.
Coming into, so you can do audio service.
Exactly.
Picked up on the
Yeah.
on
And
the
if
radio.
you can do 30 TV channels, I can't even imagine hundreds of
This is what
audio
we want.
channels.
This is what guys like me want. More competition.
Right.
That's what we want. Just keep bringing them. Everybody can have a show. How's that?
Right. Yeah. Yep. I mean, but we're seeing the audience being segmented more and more all the time. You're seeing it, but you in radio, you're adapting, you're changing, you're
Right.
streaming your audio. You're seeing, huge streaming numbers now.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so hopefully when it streams to cars, we'll hear that as well.
You
right?
will see that. You will
Okay.
see radio stations, over-the-air radio stations, they're already in the works. They're already partnering with broadcasters now, television broadcasters right now. So,
Gotcha.
yeah, it's coming.
All right. You know what else is coming?
What's that?
A rejoining of the radio
Oh,
show,
okay.
which should be happening here soon.
I'll step away.
Here, oh, you don't have to step away.
I will.
Okay.
Unless
Goodbye.
you need me to.
Don't go away. Don't go away mad.
Well,
Okay.
If how does Jim say it? I'm going to leave you if that's okay.
If that's okay, yeah.
Yeah. I'm
It
gonna
is
let you
okay.
go.
Going to let you go.
Yep.
We are live at the Laurel Junction. Make sure you hit share on your social media feeds. If you are like some of our callers already today, if you are watching on Facebook, please click share and spread the word. All right. We are getting ready to join the radio audience here momentarily, I understand. Is that right? We are prepping for the radio. As Jim says, we're going to make sure my hair is looking good and we're ready to go. All right, stand by. Welcome back to Weller Does Delmarva here on Delaware 105.9. We're also on television today on TV Delmarva, channel 14.1. Point your antenna towards Seaford and rescan to watch Weller Does Delmarva. And we're on a whole slew of Facebook pages. Absolutely. Are we ready to connect live with Jim? All right, we're going to go live to Jim Weller. I'm Dan Gaffney, filling in for Jim today. Jim is here from an undisclosed location, and we're going to connect with him to talk about, I believe L&W Insurance. So let's bring in Jim now. Jim, are you there?
Can you hear me?
I can. I can actually see you as well, Jim. It looks like you're in your vehicle.
Yes, we could not be there in person today. I can't tell anybody where I'm at, but all the details are looming. Okay, so next Saturday we'll tell you all about it. But anyway, want to just mention one of my sponsors, L&W Insurance Agency, and it's not Ellen. So many people think it's named after the TV show Ellen. It's not Ellen and W. It's L&W Insurance. Okay,
Oh my
and
goodness.
don't shake your head in dismay. It's L&W Insurance Agency. Whether you need car insurance, homeowners insurance, life insurance, disability insurance, whether you own a radio station and you need a media coverage or a billboard, liability insurance, whatever type of insurance you need, L&W Insurance Agency is the insurance professionals. What they do, they not only sell you the right insurance, they also make sure when you need it, like when you have a claim, like if a bird flies out in front of your vehicle, not a buzzard, but a bird flies out in front of it. I meant not an eagle. But anyway, if a bird flies out in front of your vehicle and you need help, you make one phone call and you don't have to worry about another thing. So I love dealing with L&W Insurance Agency. You give them a call, number's 302-856-7828. It works best if you dial it in that order, 856-LW.com on the web. Like them on Facebook, they're very active there. And other than that, just check them out and see what they'll do for you. Let them review what you got. Maybe you're overinsured, maybe you're underinsured, maybe you're perfect. So anyway, just check with L&W for all your insurance needs. Other than that, Dan, I see you're enjoying everything, and thank you for being there. And if I had made all my commercials correctly, they would have all been recorded. But this is really, truly live. I'm sitting in the vehicle, watching the show, doing some commercials. So it's almost like being there, okay? And it's
Hey,
chilly.
Jim, I've only given away 80 Chick-fil-A coupons.
80. I said only 15. There's
What?
only 15.
What's that? I thought you said I could give away 100 of them.
Give away 15. We get in trouble. The chicken starts clucking.
All right. Well, we'll see. Thank you,
ya.
Jim. He's not here to
I gotta
stop
go.
me. He'll
Bye.
deal with it later. All right. Speaking of dealing with it, let's talk about Weller's utility trailers. Chuck Creighton is here from Weller's. It's good to have you here, Chuck. How are you?
Good morning, Dan. It's great to be here.
Good. Let's talk a little bit about what's been happening at Weller's and tell me about what you have today.
Well, what I brought with me today, we actually have, we sell Adventure World swing sets. They're salt-treated lumber swing sets that are wrapped in vinyl.
You brought the brochure.
I brought a brochure.
Can I take a look?
It's brand new.
All right.
It's brand
Taking
new.
a look here.
These just came in this week. They had dealer days on Tuesday, and my assistant manager Mike went up to the Lancaster area to where these were built and brought these back with him.
They're really nice, and I can say that my church bought one of these from Weller's.
Oh, yeah.
And it's been now multiple years ago, and it is still gets played with all the time, and it is still holding up. It is solid, strong, clean. It's got stainless steel connectors.
All the
right? Tell me
yeah,
about it.
All the hardware is stainless steel.
Yeah.
All the vinyl, all the lumber is wrapped in vinyl. We've had displays. We just got rid of we're in the process of getting rid of our displays, and we got new displays. But our old displays were like 7 years old, and they still look like brand new.
Yeah, they look like brand new.
Yep.
No kidding. Because it's all weather protected. If you buy some of these play sets from online or big box store or something, exposed wood.
Yeah, exposed wood.
Not quality.
Zinc plated hardware that'll rust in time.
Yes, yes.
So,
This is completely different. And it's not at the price point of a fully commercial swing set
Correct.
either, like you would put it as school.
It's affordable,
Yeah.
and plus we have financing available. We have right now through the month of February, 6 months same as cash financing.
What kind of configurations do you have on these play sets?
We have your
What do you have on display, for example?
We have 5 displays on the property right now. Basic little tower and slide with some swings.
It's like a playhouse, right?
Yep.
Like
We
the
have some-
kids can climb up into a
It's a-
fort.
Yeah, little fort. We have them enclosed. There's even, if you see on the cover here,
Yeah.
there's an enclosed house. They make one that's fully enclosed. You can go in there and have a little.
It's got windows and
it's
everything.
really
It's a
nice.
complete playhouse, elevated. Underneath, it's like you could do a sandbox
Yep.
or something like that, and then
Jungle gym
multiple
type stuff.
different layouts when it comes to swings. You got like a gymnastic swing, regular swing, seesaw swings, all those things, right?
One of our displays has their new what they call Hammock Swing. Jimmy tends to go out there and films live videos, and we lose him
In
for
the
an
hammock?
hour in the hammock. Yeah, so he's gone for about an hour, and he's out there doing live videos in the hammock. So he loves it. But it's really we got just about every option they have showing right there on our property in Wellers.
Look, make your backyard a play place for your kids or your grandkids by going to Weller's. Financing available.
Financing is available.
They do the complete setup, and there is a lead time here, a turnaround time. What is that right now?
About 12 weeks. So if you order right now today, you'd have it by the end of May, ready to go for summer enjoyment.
Yeah.
For this season.
Yeah, so do that. It's Adventure World play sets. They're
Adventure
great.
World play sets.
That's cool. Anything else you want to say about those?
That's all Amish quality. They're built right in Bird in Hand in Pennsylvania. They bring them down and assemble them on your property. But they're a company out of the Amish gentleman out of Bird in Hand.
Right.
They come straight from there to your property.
And they put it together.
They assemble it. We had about 5 Amish gentlemen come and assemble our displays. They put up 5 displays in one day.
Wow.
They never stopped.
Yeah.
It was amazing to watch them
That
work.
is,
they were done by about 3 o'clock.
That's quite a lot. A lot of bolts, a lot of connectors,
Yeah.
a lot of things. And these are completely safe and hold up to the elements and strong play, which is what you want.
Yep.
All right, that's something to consider. That's at Weller's Utility Trailers, Route 13 in Bridgeville. Chuck Creighton is here. What else do you want to tell us, Chuck?
Well, what Weller's is famous for is the utility trailers. We have the largest inventory we've ever had. There's barely room to walk around the property now with all the trailers. We're getting trailers in every day still, even though we're full. We're still getting trailers in every day. The best selection. Anything you want in a utility trailer, equipment trailer, dump trailer, enclosed trailer. I guarantee we've got one. We got vendor trailers and enclosed trailers. We got race car trailers, dumps.
I've talked to Jim about this. He's been saying that a lot of people are traveling from a far distance to come to Weller's. Can you talk about that?
Sure. Had a gentleman in
Just
this
curious.
week from New Jersey. I asked, how'd you find out about us? He said, Google. So he's searching us on Google and driving down from New Jersey to pick up a trailer. So it's like 3.5 hours to come down and pick it up and 3.5 hours to take it back.
Wow.
And that's getting commonplace anymore. We're getting a lot of customers coming from New York, Pennsylvania, have some stuff coming from Virginia, North Carolina. So we're not just a local trailer dealer. We're turning into a regional place.
Part of this, why would someone travel such a distance? That's
Well, one thing when you call us, we know what we're talking about. You tell us what you want, we can tell you what you need. We have experienced sales staff. I've had over 30 plus years in the trailer industry. Jimmy, he's born in the trailer industry. And then Mike and Rosa sales, they've been there. Rosa's been there a year. Mike's been there 2.
And if you don't know, if you're not a regular purchaser of trailers, you don't know the difference. To the casual eye, an enclosed trailer, for instance, might look like every other enclosed trailers, but there are multiple different things that are different about different trailers, such as...
There's different grades. You got your homeowner trailer or a commercial trailer.
I see.
Like our Pace and Hallmark trailers. They're national name brands, but they're more of a commercial trailer. They're going to have a one-piece aluminum roof. They're going to have 16-inch on center cross members and floor cross members and roof cross members.
A little heavy, more heavy duty.
Just more durable framework underneath of
Gotcha.
the aluminum and the plywood. A lot of the other trailers will rely on the plywood and aluminum to kind of hold the trailer together.
Yeah, which is fine, but it just depends on your usage,
which
right?
works on a homeowner level, yes, sir.
Okay.
But if a commercial, if you're out there towing it up and down the road all day long, you want something that's going to last. And we've got that spectrum from the Johnny homeowner trailer to the full-blown commercial guy.
And that's why you need experienced salespeople to tell you the difference, the thickness of the wood, and
the size of the axles, the tires, everything.
Even the back doors and the gates, right?
Yep, ramp door, double rear door. We've had a gentleman the other day said he was going to haul a 3,000-pound car on it. And come to find out, I think he put a skid steer into it or something. He bent the ramp door, but it's not designed for a skid steer. It's designed for a car.
Yeah.
So
you do repairs if you have a
we will
moment on the
know
trailer. Can you talk about that part of your business?
Sure. We have a technician in our shop, George. He was on the show, I believe, last week. Experienced. I can say, George, I need this done, and he, no problem, takes care of it. He can repair. He has limitations, I'm sure, but I haven't seen it yet.
Right.
He can repair anything that you can tear up in a trailer. Axles. People don't service trailers like they should. You should have your trailer serviced once a year. Replace the grease in the hubs and adjust the brakes and all that kind of stuff. And if you don't, you might have a failure on the road. A wheel bearing go bad or a spring break or something. George in the shop can take care of that. And pretty much, if we get you on our schedule, which our schedule's running about 3 weeks out right now, but if we get you on the schedule, we can get you in and out of there in one day.
It's good to know that you're busy. It's good to know you have the selection, the expertise. Weller's Utility Trailers, play sets, trailers, other things you want to talk about?
Well, we have sheds, carports. Carports, they're to order. So if you come in and want a carport, we can get one priced out for you. We'll put a little thing together to get exactly what you want. Takes about 8 to 12 months to get those delivered right now.
Wow, that's a long time.
A little bit of a lead time.
Yeah, a little bit.
We do have sheds on the property right now for sale, probably about 35 sheds that are available for immediate delivery. When I say immediate, our guys running about 3 weeks to get them delivered to you.
Okay, but the shed you see is the one you buy.
You buy the shed.
It's not a demo shed. It's
right.
for sale.
You buy the one that's right there.
They have a great selection at Weller's Utility Trailers. Now, Chuck, are you open today?
We're open today, 8 to 2.
All right. What are your normal hours if you can't make it today?
Tuesday through Friday, 9 to 5. Saturday, 8 to 2. We are closed Sunday and Monday.
Okay. It's great. I know Jim is very pleased with your expertise. Like you said, you've been in this business for a long time.
Yes, sir.
Been a great addition to Weller's. And did you ever think that you'd be selling this many trailers?
No. Like I said, I've had my own business in Maryland for 30-some years, and I thought I was selling amazing amounts of trailers.
Yeah.
And I come over here, I'm just a quarter of what he's doing over here.
Well, it's neat. It's a good hookup. Chuck, you've been great. Keep in mind, you can order those play sets today for delivery in late spring and setup, and you're going to have them for years to come. Okay,
Right.
So check them out, spec it out, see them on display, and you'll have this big booklet where you can pick all sorts of options.
Yep.
Chuck, thank you.
Yeah, come on over. We'll just kick Jimmy out of the Hammock Swing, and you can come in and try it out.
All right, man. I appreciate it. Dan Gaffney in for Jim Weller today. Weller Does Delmarva. One of Jim's sponsors, Vanderwin's Creamery, the Farm Creamery. We're going to hear about them. And when we come back, I'm going to answer this phone number, 422-7336, and give away some Vanderwin's gift cards. So let me give you that number again. 302, you can call now. We're going to answer it right after Jim talks about Vanderwin's, but it's 302-422-7336. If you'd like some free ice cream from Vanderwin's Creamery, call that number. And let's learn about this sponsor of Jim Weller's right now.
Hey everybody, it's me again, Jim Weller, with another sponsor segment. Now this one here is Vanderwin's segment, okay? So everybody loves Vanderwin's ice cream. Where in the world are they? Got like 3 or 4 different locations. I believe they got one in Greenwood, they got one in Bridgeville, they got one in Dewey Beach and Fenwick Island. Now I don't know exactly when each and every one of them are open. Like their Facebook page, and that way you'll be in the know all the time, okay? So I'm just letting you know it's Vanderwin's ice cream, whether you want a cone or one of those waffle cones, or you want a cup, or you want a quart, or you want a pint, or you want to hire their truck to come to your birthday party, it's Vanderwin's. Vanderwin's ice cream, been serving our community for a long time, a good family. They're farmers, they really support many things, so we need to support them by buying ice cream from them, okay? And their cows, when you drive up out there on 404 outside of Greenwood, they smile when you drive up. They like you enjoying the Vanderwin's ice cream, okay? Okay, one of the most favorite ice cream places in the cow world. They're very happy that you're there because you can always tell when a cow's smiling, all right? Their ears are always sticking up. So anyway, listen to me. It'd be almost a good time now, just about now, for Dan to go ahead and take some phone calls for some Vanderwin's gift cards, all right? Here they are. My iPad just moved. Did you see the bump? Well, anyway, listen to me. Thanks a lot for joining in today and watching the show. And thanks to all my sponsors. And thank you, Dan Gaffney, for doing the show. And if you need any of what I got at Weller's, just give us a call. All right? Other than that, I got to go. I'm busy. I'm doing things today. That's why I'm not there. But I'll be back next Saturday. See y'all. Take care. Goodbye and enjoy some free ice cream by calling the number when Dan is ready. It's up to Dan. He holds the keys to opening the phone line, okay? All right, I'll see y'all. Take care. Bye, everybody. Goodbye.
I have the keys, and let's take a call. The number again is 302-422-7336. If you get a busy signal, hang up and try again. Let's go to the phones. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Dan. How are you?
I am great. Who is this?
You know who this is, Lou from Bridgeville.
Oh, Lou from Bridgeville.
Yeah. How are you doing today?
I am good. Can I give you 2 Vanderwin Creamery gift cards?
Yeah, go ahead and do that, because we go there a lot.
And what do you like about it?
Well, it's it's homemade, so that's good.
Yes. What's your favorite flavor, Lou?
Well, she likes cappuccino, and I like the maple walnut, I think it's called.
Well, I'm going to give you 2 single dip ice cream cards, and you can pick those up at Weller's starting next Tuesday. Not Monday, next Tuesday, I am told, okay?
Okay, you have a good day, guy.
All right, buddy. See you later, Lou. There goes Lou. Lou from Bridgeville. That means the line here at Chef Fred's Cafe at the Laurel Junction is open for you. If you'd like to win some free ice cream, it's 302-422-7336. I'm not as familiar with Jim's special prize line as I am with my regular radio line, but I believe it will work if you call 302-422-7336. And you can be like Lou from Bridgeville and get your free cappuccino ice cream from Vanderwin's Farm Creamery. That'd be great. Call now. Let's get Jim Weller's live. He is actually supposed to be on vacation, but, he can't stay away long. Let's talk to Jim about Blue Hen Fuel, and I believe we are connected with him now. Jim, are you there?
I am, and I noticed that Lou likes ice cream too.
That is right. Good rhyme all the time.
All right, everybody, let's talk real quick about another sponsor segment. Blue Hen Fuel, you hear me talk about them each and every week. I got to tell you a story. The other day, gasoline was just rising. And I got a big 1,000-gallon tank of gasoline, and I like to keep it full. And I gave him a call, and he was over 20 cents per gallon below the gas pump at the gas station. I saved a lot of money on 400 and some gallons. So if you're a contractor or just a homeowner or a business person and you want to get yourself your own gas tank and your own gas pump and be able to take care of yourself and buy it at a wholesale price, you can do that from Blue Hen Fuel. They also sell propane for whether you need it for your stove or to heat your home. They sell kerosene, they sell heating oil, They sell a little bit of everything. So we also buy diesel fuel from them. So whether you need diesel fuel, propane, heating fuel, kerosene or diesel fuel, any of that, you give Blue Hen Fuel a call. Also, if you have a gas grill and you have the little tank, the 20-pound tank, and you want to get it refilled, they do that for you. And we have a February special. You got to mention Jim Weller or Weller Does Delmarva. Take your tank to Blue Hen Fuel in Lincoln, and they will refill it for only $6. You heard me right? $6. They will refill your propane tank for your gas grill in the month of February if you bring it to them in Lincoln. So it's called Blue Hen Fuel. It's run by C.P. King. It used to be owned and operated by his uncle, Charles Harding. He started it over 40 years ago. So anyway, the phone number is 302-424-4328. Dial it in that order, 424-4328. Blue Hen Fuel is on Facebook. Please like them there. And they're also on the web at bluehenfuel.com. Other than that, that's it. You all have a good day. I'll be back again in a little bit. I'm freezing out here, but I'll be back. Okay. See ya.
Right. We don't exactly know where Jim is. It's a big secret. But I notice in the background there are trees. None of them are palm trees. You do notice that. So it's narrowing it down just a little bit. Hey, let's go to the telephones here on the ice cream hotline, the Vanderwin's ice cream giveaway hotline. Who is this? Good morning.
Yes, good morning, Harry, down in Lincoln.
Harry, are you listening on the radio or watching on television?
On the radio, sir.
All right. Have you called in before to win?
Oh, yes, I have. I haven't called lately, but I've called in, yes.
All right. So you said Lincoln, right?
Right, yes.
Well, I'm going to give you one of these ice creams. Very cool to have you here. Vanderwin Creamery. What's your favorite flavor over there at Vanderwin's?
Strawberry.
All right. That's one of my favorites, buddy. It's one of my favorites. Well, what are your plans on this Saturday? I can ask people these questions, right, on Weller Does Delmarva. What are your plans today?
Well, I'm going to breakfast right now, and then I'm going to Wilson's auction and buy a lawnmower, a spring special.
All right. Well, you're going to bid on a lawnmower.
Yes.
All right. Hopefully you get it, right? I don't want somebody. I don't want somebody.
Hope so.
Yeah, I don't want somebody to outbid you.
No, well, I hope not. No. Okay.
Good luck. It's a big
All
showdown.
Right,
Harry, thank you so much. Harry, you're on the list. Yeah, buddy, thank you.
Right.
Harry in Lincoln wins a Vanderwin's ice cream. The number is 302-422-7336, and we might be able to squeeze in another on-air winner here. 302, if you call, right? 302-422-7336, the Vanderwin's Farm Creamery ice cream giveaway. And those are fun things to have. If you love going to this great farm creamery that we heard Jim talk about, you can win. I just want to tell you, next hour, we're going to give away some more Chick-Fil-A meals. That's coming up after 8 o'clock, our 8 o'clock break. For those listening on the radio, the 8 o'clock break is news from CBS. And for those who are watching on TV Delmarva, the 8 o'clock segment means a talk about Walls Service Center. That's coming up with Colin Walls here today from TV Delmarva. If you're watching the show, Jim's show on social media, if you're watching on Facebook, please click share to spread the word. He'll appreciate that. So where are we and what is this show all about if you're just tuning in? This is Weller Does Delmarva. I'm not Jim Weller. Jim's the host. He's on vacation this week, and I'm filling in here from the amazing, and I really do mean amazing, Laurel Junction in Laurel, Delaware, right on Route 9 at Route 13. Excuse me. A lot of talking on the Weller Show, not a lot of breaks. If you have to cough or something, you just have to do it, right? Take a sip of coffee. There you go. That's what I needed. Little sip of coffee. But we're talking about an indoor and outdoor flea market here with regular vendors, unique vendors, Chef Fred's Cafe. Some of these indoor vendors, I think, have been here for years. I mean, there's a smoke shop, there are gift shops, there are jewelry shops, there are produce stores, there are antique stores, all these sorts of things inside the Laurel Junction. And then outside, there are people doing outside flea market trailers. Doesn't matter the weather. They're out here. You know, I love it. Mike Mercer coming up later today. He'll be telling us all about it. Give us a little insight on how you can get in on some of the action here at the Laurel Junction. All right, we're going to take a break on the radio. We'll be back in just a moment. We clear? All right, we're clear on radio. We are continuing here on TV Delmarva, and Colin Walls is here to talk about not TV Delmarva this time, but Walls Service Center, a place where I take my vehicles, and we think you should take your vehicles there too. Colin, tell us about Walls Service
We're
Center.
getting ready to do 3 of yours in a week's time.
I know. So. One at a time. Got one in, get the next one, right?
Right, yeah, yep. So now that we got them all full of oil, we
That's something I said I learned from going to Walls, that if you have a vehicle, you do have to put oil in it.
Yes. Right. You didn't know that before.
Yeah. Luckily, I found out when there was just about this much oil left. Anyway.
Yesterday on your show, when we were down to the Lewis Diner, we talked about this roadside assistance, free roadside assistance plan that comes with any repairs you have done at Walls Service Center from an oil change on up. So, and I'm going to have these little cards made up. Well, I had somebody come in Friday and say, "Did you get those cards yet?" So they were listening to your show.
Right.
But no, we don't have the cards yet. I'm thinking in a week or two we'll have these little cards. They're kind of credit card size, plastic cards that have all of the information for the free roadside assistance. And I think it's just going to be a little more convenient than this brochure, a little more durable, to hold up in your glove box better or in your wallet. You just keep it right there. So free roadside assistance. With any repairs from an oil change on up, you have at Walls Service Center. And you're thinking like, oh, okay, so we're going to call Colin in the middle of the night. No, you're not going to get me in the middle of the night. You're going to actually get AC Delco.
Yeah.
You might have heard that name before. They're a pretty big company. They're a part of General Motors Corporation. So they actually are going to be the ones that you call. 800 AC Delco. Easy number to remember. If not, we're going to have those cards for you, so you can refer back to that. But what kind of things do you get? What's the benefits of having this roadside assistance? Well, you've got free towing anywhere. So if you have a car that breaks down, not anything that we've repaired, it could be something, if a part goes bad or whatever, which we have very little of.
Right.
But it could be for anything. If your battery's dead, if you just need a tow to the shop, you know what I mean? If something's going on, your fuel pump went out or whatever. Mm-hmm. If you have a flat tire. If you need gas, you run out of gas, they'll deliver you actually gasoline. You have to pay for the gas, but the delivery is free. Jump start. If your battery's dead, they'll come out and they'll jump start you. Now, all of this stuff, there's a lot of these, there's not a lot, there's some of these plans out there that you have to pay up front and then they'll reimburse you. Not with this. Not with this. With this, they're just going to come out, they're going to take care of it. You don't pay anything.
That's the amazing thing.
That is, yeah.
How does that work, actually? Why am I not paying for
I don't
anything?
question it. I just go with the flow on this one. This is AC Delco's program, and, AC Delco they're a huge company, and they've got years of experience and backing, and they know, I'm sure they have a contract, with everybody, and this is how they do it, and they like to do things right.
Well, it's going to steer you to use AC Delco parts, and it's going to steer you to use an AC Delco dealer, which is a garage like Walls Service Center, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
we are.
That's why they're doing it, right?
We
They're
are an
sell
AC
more
Delco,
parts.
AC Delco Professional Service Center. So we had to go through a vetting process to make sure we were up to their standards. They've got certain standards that they've had for over 100 years, and they want to make sure our standards and our brands are equal to each other in the type of quality we offer. So that's what it is. Walls Service Center. Get it there.
Very good. Tell us where you're located, all right? Walls Service Center is in Milford, but if you're not from Milford, you may not know, so let's get some detail.
Well, downtown Milford, so Route 14, that's Northeast Front Street where we are. Route 14 that runs from Milford to Harrington. And we are right there. That's the same place we've been for 50-some years. We've been in that spot. We've been in business for 64 years. My grandfather started it. downtown Milford, 220 Northeast Front Street. We're within walking distance of the Riverwalk. It's actually right behind us. We're right next to the Bicentennial Park. You've got Arena's Deli there, lots of other restaurants, Benvenuto's, BB's Taqueria, coffee shops downtown, 2 coffee shops downtown, all within walking distance. So if you want to have your car worked on at Wall Service Center, drop it off and walk around town, that's absolutely something you could do.
Thank you, Colin.
Thank you.
I want to say to those of you who are watching on the multiple Facebook pages of the Weller Does Delmarva show to share on Facebook. Click the share button, click like, and then share. Sharing is caring, is what they say on the internet. If you share, that means you care and you want to expand. Dan Gaffney filling in for Jim Weller today. Click the share button. We're going to hear from Jim coming up live. We're going to rejoin our radio audience. We're getting ready to take a phone call to give away some ice cream and some Chick-Fil-A, actually some Chick-Fil-A coupons we're getting ready to give away. Maybe even your choice. You want ice cream or Chick-Fil-A? We'll see which one you pick. Okay, coming up in just a moment. We're live today from the Laurel Junction. Dan Gaffney in for Jim Weller. Weller Does Delmarva. Laurel Junction in Laurel, Delaware. And they tell me we're joining the radio in just a moment, so we're going to pause for that to happen. Stand by. Weller Does Delmarva, hour number 2. Dan Gaffney filling in for Jim Weller today here live at the Laurel Junction. Welcome to the Delaware 105.9 radio audience to Weller Does Delmarva. And I say welcome to the radio audience because Weller Does Delmarva is also broadcast on TV Delmarva, channel 14.1. And stand by, everybody, if you are a TV viewer or a radio listener, the one and the only. Coming up in a moment, DJ Sky Brady will be here. He might even do a karaoke. Who knows? We'll find out when he joins us. Do we have a caller on the line? Or are they gone? Okay, the caller is gone. We're getting ready to give away some Chick-fil-A coupons. I'll give you that phone number, 302-422-7336. We'll be picking that up at random. If you want to jump on the line, do that. All right, so we've got a lot of things to get to this hour, right? So first of all, we're going to go to Jim Weller, though, who is live, standing by at some undisclosed location to talk about Wilson's auction. We just heard a gentleman say he was going to an auction there, and Jim can tell us a little bit more about Wilson's auction. Jim, where are you? Are you there? Jim Weller?
I'm right here, sitting still all morning. I haven't moved. The trees haven't moved, and Denise is ready to go. So anyway, I just want to say we couldn't be there this morning. We are just not able to make it to Laurel, but we've got an unbelievable story, a whole bunch of stories to share with you next week, as long as we survive. Anyway, listen, I heard Harry Swain mention Wilson's Auction, another good sponsor of the show. Big auction today. Go to wilsonsauction.com. You can see all the different things that are going to be sold. Go all day, all afternoon, and into the evening, starting at 10 o'clock, right there on Route 113 in Lincoln. Also, Tuesday nights, you can buy and sell an automobile at auction. You can buy one, you can sell one, whatever you want to do. Also, mark your calendar next Saturday, the 26th. There is a big auction up in Townsend, Delaware, an estate auction. And there's going to be like trucks, and there's going to be shop equipment and tools, farm equipment. There's going to be forklifts, all kinds of things sold next Saturday on site in Townsend, Delaware by Wilson's Auction. And like I say, you can look online at wilsonsauction.com and you can see what's going on today. There's tons of pictures of stuff that's going to be sold today. And then this sale next Saturday up in Townsend, Delaware, you can check that out. So give them a call if you have any questions, 302-422-3454, 422-3454. Dial it in that order, wilsonsauction.com. And yes, believe it or not, Dave Wilson is on Facebook. So check that out also, okay? Wow, that's what I said. Wow. So anyway, other than that, have a good time. And Dan, I want you to sing along with Sky Brady. Sing along, okay? Please don't just lip sync, all right?
All right, Jim. Whatever you say, you might have just cursed the entire broadcast. But first of all, let's take a call here. Are they gone again? Oh, the callers are dropping like flies. All right. The party has started. Ladies and gentlemen, DJ Sky Brady is here. Hello, DJ Sky Brady.
Good morning, as Jim would say. How you doing there, Dan?
Good to see you.
Haven't seen you in a while.
My goodness, you've been at this a long time. You are you have a rock band, you're a singer, karaoke, DJ. Tell me about what you do.
Well, basically, 35 years I'm a full-time DJ. I'm an officiant now, so I can marry people. And I actually did a wedding Wednesday right here in Seaford up the road. I married 2 teddy bears.
What?
Yes. They when the pandemic hit, the mayor of Seaford requested everybody put a teddy bear in the window to uplift everybody's spirits.
Wow.
So they had this life-size teddy bear, and then they brought a female in, and he proposed to her, and we had a spoof wedding last Wednesday.
Wow.
Complete with me being the officiant. They had a ceremony, they had the cake, they had the garter, the bouquet, and that was the first wedding I've done, so I'm all ready to do some real ones now.
You're ready to go.
Yeah.
It is great that you are a survivor in the mobile DJ world.
It's been tough, yeah.
Yeah. And pandemic was tough, definitely, but things are coming back. Can you talk about how things are coming
Yeah,
back?
it's funny because, I don't know, if you do Facebook, you have memories on your Facebook thing. And 2 years ago today, my memories were 2020, what a new decade, what a great year this is going to be. And that was,
wow.
Yeah, and that was my post. And then come March, for 15 months, I lost the business completely. But, you know, I was resilient, and I did a few other things to keep going. But, yeah, things are picking back up now if we don't have any more regulations. Or
Look, if you want to hire DJ Sky Brady, in all seriousness, when you come out to an event, what happens? I mean, you bring any kind of music or what?
Oh, sure, yeah. I'd say 90% of my business is private now. So I play a couple, like Mulligan's Point and American Legion are the only 2 public places I play. Everything else is private. So I do a lot of these new communities that are sprouting up in Sussex County. I do a lot of their pool parties, their clubhouse parties. I also do a lot of.
They all have community rooms,
right,
and community
right.
buildings, right?
But I'm blessed that the main thing, other than weddings, and I was listening to the gentleman with the Code Purple this morning, is, you know, I get to do the Veterans Home in Milford. I just did something for the chronically ill up in Smyrna last Monday, and that's rewarding. There's no money figure on that. That's just great to be there for these guys.
I see you at a lot of events like that, like a community event. I happen to notice, if I see a photo or I see something, I usually see Sky Brady out there.
Right.
I mean, you're very involved in the community of Georgetown. I mean, do you live in Georgetown?
Yeah, I've been in Georgetown almost 30 years. And I don't want to get into the whole thing, but the rural area is kind of getting smothered by the urban sprawl, but that's another whole show, I think.
Right.
But I feel that, growth is good, but, when it's uncontrolled, it's a little over the top. So, but with all the new neighborhoods, there's more opportunities for not just me, but for other businesses to stay afloat in these tough times, yeah.
It is a tough place to be, and we have talked about this before.
Right.
Like, it does provide opportunity and growth and everything, but it's also choking what you came here to like.
Exactly.
Right? What you used to love, right?
Yeah, 200 years, nobody knew Sussex County was here, and all of a sudden, the last 10 years, everybody found it. So,
what did you bring with you? I can't help but ask you about this mini saxophone, and you've got other things. What do you got for us today? I'll just ask you, what are you planning for us, DJ Sky Brady?
Well, I brought this to play an old Nat King Cole song I was going to do.
All right.
I had to make sure it was in tune and everything.
I'm ready.
But I decided
since Dan, for the radio audience,
yes.
It's a mini toy saxophone.
Right.
And it's been sitting here, and I'm like, wow, DJ Sky Brady brought a mini toy saxophone.
Yep. But since Jim requested you sing with me,
I'm not singing.
I
he can request all he wants.
Yeah, and I'm looking up at the TV screen and this Russia-Ukraine thing, and a lot of other things are going on in the world. That's another show, right?
Right.
I thought it would be nice if we did "God Bless America" today.
All right, let's hear it.
I need everybody singing along on this one.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
The crew. He's getting the crew, the TV crew, our engineering crew.
Well, let's hope
everything's working. There we go.
All right.
All right, here we go.
DJ Sky Brady, I'm waiting for you to kick it off.
I know why.
Got to kick the volume up?
Yeah.
He's got a tablet. That's all right. Got a tablet. There we go.
God bless
America. Come on, everybody.
land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountain to the prairie, from the ocean wide with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home. One more time.
There you go.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountain to the prairie, from the ocean wide with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home. Morning voice. Thank you.
People are applauding here. Now, technically, how did that just happen, guys? How did his tablet get? Is it Bluetooth? How did your tablet get played through here? Or did you bring the speaker?
Yeah.
Oh, you brought the
See?
I'm like, you brought your own sound.
Yeah, you're live.
He brought your own sound system.
Sure.
Wow. I saw you during the pandemic lockdown outside of a senior living singing to the people from outside.
Yeah, that was up in Dover at State Street. And what I had done is, everything was shut down.
Yeah.
So the music beds that I sing to when I go to the assistant living homes, I went into the studio and put my voice on all the tracks. And I was able to I made copies and mailed it to all the centers so they could at least have some music. Couldn't have live entertainment.
Wow.
So the State Street up in Dover called me up and said, what do you think about standing out in the parking lot and we'll put all the residents in the windows and they could see you. And I'll tell you what, I bawled like a baby. It was so emotional. And, I did that. And then it was picked up by some local, newspapers and
I saw it.
stuff. Yeah, it was great.
I was taking note of what you were doing during all that time. It's great to have you back. Good to have live events back. How can people book DJ Sky Brady for an event?
Well, the best way to go is skybrady.com. And you can see my website. And then from the website, you can contact me through Facebook or my phone number, which is 302-344-6530.
Do you still perform with the Skinny Leg Pete Band?
No. That
was a time. That was did you break up? Bands are made to break up. Okay?
Yeah, but
don't cry, folks.
Yeah, we lasted 8 years, which was fantastic. And I think we opened some doors for the guys to dress up and get out of the flannel shirts and jeans, and we dressed up in suits and did a show band thing, and there's a lot more bands doing that now, and it was just time. We did 8 years. We played everywhere, so it was time to stop. But I still sit in with different bands. I still enjoy doing that, so yeah.
Right. So if you need a certain kind of music or you want to bring the energy level up to an event, DJ Sky Brady, skybrady.com.
That's it.
All right.
And before I go, I just want to tell you how much I admire you, Dan. You've been great all these years, and you bring a lot to the community, day in and day out. God bless you, sir.
It's good to know you. Good to still know you.
Yeah, I'm still around.
That's what I was going to say.
They're like, ain't this guy retiring yet?
Yeah, we're both at it still.
Yeah.
I don't think we're ever going to retire.
No.
Right? If you go, I'll go, and we'll make it.
Yeah, we'll make a pact.
All right. All right. Very good. DJ Sky Brady, skybrady.com. Thank you. Thank you, Sky.
And thanks,
for
Jim,
singing.
for having me, Jim.
Thanks to Jim Weller. Speaking of Jim Weller, let's check him out. He is standing by to talk about Jerry's Lawn Care. And we're joining Jim live. He's not hosting his show today, but he is still with us. And let's make that connection now. Jim, good morning once again.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for being there and listening and watching and so on. So one of my sponsors is Jerry Santoro, Jerry's Lawn Care. I talk about it each and every week. I really love supporting this gentleman and encouraging people to check him out. First of all, he does sell firewood. He has got tons of it. Hardwood, seasoned firewood. If you need some, give him a call. He can deliver. You can pick it up in Greenwood, whatever works for you. He also does lot clearing. So if you've got a lot that you need cleared, he can do that for you. Big trees, little trees, whatever you want. If you want it all graded when it's done, he can handle that. Also, if you got a tree limb that just needs some work, he's got a bucket truck. Whatever you need, he can help you out. He also does lawn care, landscaping, things like that, pavers, irrigation systems, a little bit of everything. So when it comes time to buy your mulch, remember, nobody's got a better deal. $15 a yard. And so many people think that means your entire yard is only $15. It means a yard of mulch is $15. So anyway, give him a call, 302-363-6025, 363-6025, jlc-llc.com on the web, and tell him you heard about it at Weller Does Delmarva. Dan, you did a good job there singing. It's a little difficult knowing you're being on TV singing with the Sky Brady-o. It's Brady-o. Sky Brady. Forget it. I was thinking of radio and I said Brady-o. All right.
He called you Sky Brady-o. Only when you're on the air do you get to change your name, Sky Brady-o. By the way, I want to go to the insider line and say good morning to State Senator Ernie Lopez, who is checking in on the insider line here today. He says, gotta love Jim Weller, always working for the better good and ice cream. Thanks for all you do, Ernie Lopez. Thank you for the text. All right, we're getting a lot of early Saturday morning texts coming in on the Dan Gaffney Insider line. Now, we are going to open up the public phone line to give away some Chick-fil-A coupons, okay? We're going to hear Jim tell us about Chick-fil-A. When we come back from this segment, your chance to win one of these gift cards, which will entitle you to your choice of a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich meal, the full meal, or a Chick-fil-A nugget meal. That's the 8-count Chick-fil-A nugget meal right here. And we're only going to give away, I think, about 100 of these. No, I think we have just a select number to give away. But first, let's go to Jim to talk a little bit about Chick-fil-A. And when we come back, here is the number to call. We're going to try and take as many calls as we can, whether that's one lonely caller or several call after call. The number is 302-422-7336. Let's learn about Chick-fil-A right now. Is Jim there?
I am here. Am I doing the Chick-fil-A one?
I guess so. Can you tell us about Chick-fil-A?
Right. Let me find my notes.
Well, I do know it's a fast food restaurant. I can help you with that.
I can do it. Chick-fil-A. We got tons of them around. Great food, fast food. No matter how long the drive-in line is, you will be amazed how quick it goes. So if you need some food, you like Chick-fil-A, I love their #1 sandwich. I love them little nuggets. I have discovered the Chick-fil-A sauce. I didn't even know it existed. So anyway, check out Chick-fil-A. They're everywhere. And Dan's got some gift cards to give away, but he's not allowed to give 100 of them away, okay? So I'm worried somebody's going to call in and just take him up on the offer and just take 100 of them. You just call, going to give 1 or 2 away. We have to limit this. We don't want everybody to gain any weight by eating too much Chick-fil-A, all right? Plus, they also have milkshakes and ice cream cones, too. So anyway, that's Chick-fil-A. Was that good enough?
Good. Good deal, Jim. It's a good deal. All right. Now, if you'd like to win a Chick-fil-A gift card, call now at 302 422-7336. They tell me that line works, and we will be good to go. All right? If you give us a call, we'll give you a Chick-fil-A gift card, Chick-fil-A meals for free. All right? Guys, let me know. They'll let me know. They'll patch it through. All right? We have a technical crew. Unlike when I'm hosting a radio show, I'm not in control. It's a little different. I have to rely on others. Let's try and hear a call now. Good morning. You're on Weller Does Delmarva.
Good morning, Dan. I'm Butch from Rehoboth. New to the area, first-time caller. Wanted to call about the Chick-fil-A.
Hey, Butch. What are you doing this morning? How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm on my way to the Rehoboth Beach Boardwalk to take a 2, 3, maybe 4 mile walk.
Awesome. So that's how many laps? Like 3 times you go back and forth?
Oh, no, I'm going to do I'll do the 2 mile going to Boardwalk, and then I'll probably head to North Shores for a good stretch out.
Yeah, it's a good morning, right? I'm in Laurel, right, at the Laurel Junction, Route 9 at Route 13. It's a beautiful, clear, sunny day. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, it's just absolutely gorgeous down here as well. The wind's, not too, it's not too windy. It's just a beautiful morning right now, nice and crisp.
So I have your name on a list. A Chick-fil-A meal will be waiting for you, a card for a Chick-fil-A meal at Weller's Utility Trailers starting next Tuesday. You can pick it up, okay?
Hey, that's awesome. Did I ever tell you guys I just love y'all?
Thanks, Butch. We love you, too. Butch
you.
in Rehoboth. We got it. And I know Butch's real last name, so I wrote it down on the list so that Jim doesn't have Butch in Rehoboth. Thank you. Bye-bye. That opens up the line if you would like a Chick-fil-A meal, and that's so much fun to hear him getting ready to take his boardwalk walk. Very exciting. 302-422-7336. Now, we're supposed to ask, I know Jim likes to ask, are you listening on the radio or are you watching TV when you win and call in? But we happen to know that because of where he was actually watching or listening on the he was listening on the radio, no question. We'll take another call here for a Chick-fil-A coupon before we break for the radio. And you've called the special number to win a Chick-fil-A meal. Who is this?
Nookie Vent.
I'm sorry, who is this?
Nookie Vent.
Hey, Snooky, what is up, buddy?
I wake up every Monday, or I wake up before you get on. Me and my wife wake up every day waiting for you to come on.
You mean through the week?
Yeah, I don't ever call in on Monday whenever I call in. I don't do that, but we there waiting for you to get going there.
I appreciate that, man. It's good to know. I'll have to give you a shout-out some morning when I sign on my regular radio show.
Man, we wake up every day. Most time we're waiting for you. I preach that thing there before you come on, because sometimes you don't come on at 5:30. Sometimes it's 3 or 4 minutes late.
Well, it's early and all, Snooky.
I know.
Snooky, I have your name on a list to win a Chick-fil-A meal, which I have right here. You can pick it up at Weller's starting next Tuesday. All the best to you. Hey, look, I got to know something. What are you planning to do today, Snooky?
I got to take inventory.
Take inventory at your
yeah.
at Snooky's?
Yeah.
And what do you take an inventory of? Snooky's speed parts, is that right?
Yeah, we sell all antifreeze. I got a truck. We go around all the shops and sell stuff.
Hey, Snooky, where were you born and raised in Sussex?
Yes, I was.
Where were you born? Where were you when you were born?
Milford, Delaware.
Milford?
Yeah.
All right, very good. Very local guy. All right.
Yeah, I've been there forever, and I don't ever want to leave.
Right on. Thank you very much, Snooky. Thanks. Bye-bye, buddy. See ya.
And I miss Jim this morning.
Yeah, we all do, right? But I'll make sure he knows you said hello. Thank you, Snooky.
On Friday, it makes my day when he's down there talking to you on Friday.
All right. Makes my day, too. All right. Can we get Snooky off the phone now? Anytime now? Snooky, I'm kidding, buddy. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Snooky, is a great guy, great local guy. If you detected just a slight local accent, you might have picked up on that a little bit, and that's why I wanted to ask where Snooky was born and raised. Snooky, we love you, buddy. Thank you, and thanks for listening each and every morning. And thanks for calling the Chick-fil-A hotline number at 302-422-7336. We're getting ready to take a break on the radio. We'll be back, radio listeners, in just a moment. Weller Does Delmarva. So, the radio is in a break. We continue on television here on TV Delmarva. And we have Colin Walls to talk about Walls.
Hey, we buy some parts from Snooky.
Oh, you do?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we buy antifreeze and some things like that from Snooky. And
what? Can you tell me a little bit about Snookies? I mean,
well, Snookies has been around forever. I mean, if you mention the name Snooky 20 years ago, that was the Snooky you thought of, not the Snooky that was on TV.
Oh,
he's
right.
the original Snooky. So no doubt he's from Sussex County, and just he's been around a long time. Yep.
Not to be confused with Girl Scout Snookies.
Right, the cookie.
Oh,
Snooky
cookies,
cookie.
I mean. I'm sorry.
So anyway, and now Sky Brady that was just on here, I believe he was on the radio. He used to be a radio DJ.
Is he still here?
On the radio station that you're on now, when it was Kicks 106. You remember Kicks 106?
I do.
105.9, yeah.
When the frequency, if you want to get old-timey here, 105.9 frequency was owned by Prettyman Broadcasting.
Right,
They signed it on as Kicks 106. That was it. It was a country music station, Kicks 106. I do remember. I did not know Sky Brady
I think
did
he
a
was
show
on Kicks 106, yeah. If I remember correctly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Kicks 106 then eventually was purchased by, I think, Delmarva Broadcasting, and they changed it to, or somebody along the way changed it to Cat Country.
That's right.
And then, what has it been, 9 years or whatever ago, it was changed to Delaware 105.9.
Right, yeah. That's a big change to flip from a radio or music to a talk station. That's pretty...
Yeah, it was a fun day.
Yeah, it was a fun day.
Yeah, so we remember it well.
Yeah.
It's good to have you here.
Yes.
And a little bit
Good
of
to
the history here. When you go to Walls Service Center in Milford, Delaware to get your car repaired, they're going to fix it well. But if you're getting service, you're going to get a whole checklist of things that may or may not be something you need in the future. Tell us what the checklist is all about.
Yeah, I'll tell you about that. We've had some name changes at Walls Service Center, too, through the years. Now, it's always been owned by the same family, the Walls family, us. But, we started out as Dick's Midtown Atlantic. Then it was Dick's Atlantic. Then it was Walls Arco. When Atlantic was purchased by Richfield Company, they merged or something. Atlantic became the Atlantic Richfield Company.
Wow.
Arco. So, and Arco's still around out on the West Coast. Anyway, here's the checklist here. So this is what you're going to get after we inspect your car.
I just got one of these for two of my vehicles because I took them in this week at Walls, and certain things are checked green, which is good.
Yep.
And then some are yellow, which means maybe next time you come in, needs attention.
And actually, we have the definitions up top here.
Oh, all right. What does yellow mean?
So green means checked and okay at this time. Right. Yellow means may require future attention. And red means requires immediate attention. So if you see the red, you've got something going on there that you really should be taking care of. Now, the yellow, so if we mark that your brakes are in the yellow, may require future attention. So we're actually going to give you a measurement on that, too. We're not going to say, you're going to need brakes sometime. Well, you're always going to need brakes sometime. But we're going to tell you how many millimeters are left. We'll tell you about how many you start out with and where you're at. So generally, cars start with about 10 to 12 millimeters of brake. And when you get down to the 3 millimeter area, so that's 70% gone, you need to really think about you're going to need some brakes here real soon. You get below that, you pretty much need brakes very, very soon. So, everything is like that. Tires, we don't sell tires, but we're going to give you the measurements on your tires just to let you know how much tread do you have left.
You do rotate them.
We do
stuff,
rotate
right?
them. Yes, absolutely.
Because I have a vehicle going in Monday for an oil change, and I was asked when I made the appointment, do you need tires rotated? And I said, well, actually, yes.
Yeah, and you're saying those tires are pretty new, and I want to kind of keep them wearing properly. I don't want them wearing, in the wrong way. And so that's the best way to get the most life out of your tires. I have seen, unfortunately, many times where tires with just so much tread left on them, but they're completely destroyed and cupped bad because there may be front end parts that are worn out, or the inside of the tire may be cut. You got full tread on the outside, but the inside of the tire is cut real bad, and it's tires. And tires can be $200, $300 a piece nowadays for them, depending on the size. And I've seen so many that have been ruined by not rotating.
Right. Unless you love buying tires, do a rotation.
Right. Yeah, it's well worth it. It's well worth doing it, and you're going to get the most life out of your tires, and it's just going to save you money in the long run.
Well, listen, Walls, located where? Give us your address.
Downtown Milford, 220 Northeast Front Street. That's right across the street from Benvenuto and Gigante, depending on what language you speak. And I was thinking about the restaurants over there. Jonathan reminded me. He said, hey, AC Special Chicken is over there. I was like, that's right, AC Special Chicken.
And Happy.
And Happy. And
Happy
Sisters
Chinese.
Caribbean Restaurant. Have you been there? I have not been there, but I heard...
Sisters Caribbean.
Yes, that the oxtail is delicious there.
Sisters Caribbean, Happy Chinese, AC Special Chicken, Benvenuto, BB's Taqueria, and then there's the other taco.
I can't remember it. It's good, too.
Yeah. La Sabora.
La Sabora, yeah.
La Sabora. All right.
Yep.
Getting ready to go back on the radio. Thank you,
La
Colin.
Ortolana.
That's Wall Service Center.
Yes.
And La Ortolana, right. It's all restaurants. Welcome back, Delaware 105.9 listeners. Dan Gaffney in for Jim Weller, and we're coming to you live today on the radio and every Saturday morning at this time from the Laurel Junction. This is a very special place, and we're going to get the inside story of what makes this place tick and how you can be a part of it, make a few dollars with your little business on the side. Coming up, Mike Mercer is going to join us, and we're going to talk about Laurel Junction in a few moments. Also this half hour, we're giving away some Chick-Fil-A meals. There's a special number I'm going to ask you to call. If you're watching on TV Delmarva, it's on your screen. If you're listening on the radio, jot it down, 302-422-7336. That's the Weller Does Delmarva line, special for this show from 7 to 9 on Saturday morning. It's great filling in today. Dan Gaffney here for Jim Weller. Jim on vacation at an undisclosed location, but still checking in with us. And I know one of his great sponsors is Peninsula Chiropractic, and let's join Jim now and have him tell us a little bit about it. Jim?
Good morning, everybody. And Dan, thanks a lot. And yes, I am sitting in my vehicle prepared to do my sponsor segments because it's all about good service. So anyway, where do I get good service? Peninsula Chiropractic Center. I love dealing with Dr. T, Dr. Bud. If you got a kink in your neck or your back or your elbow or your wrist or whatever, you give them a call. They'll get you in as quick as they reasonably can. Very flexible on hours, and also accept most insurances. So they also accept cash. So if you've never been to a chiropractor, I highly recommend Peninsula Chiropractic Service. If you've been and not got the results you wanted, check them out too. And they'll tell you real quick, if chiropractic care is not for you, they'll steer you in the right direction. Their numbers, 302-629-4344. Dial it in that order. 629-4344, PeninsulaChiroCenter.com on the web, and like them on Facebook. And yes, Dr. T is on the Facebook. Other than that, that's it. I'm going to go and continue my vacation. Dan, thank you very much. I noticed that you're spending a lot of time making sure them bolts are tight on that microphone. In other words, and
I don't want to leave it loose for you. I don't want to wipe it out or anything while you're away, so I'm going to make sure it's all tight.
Thanks so much for doing it. I really appreciate it, and I'll see everybody next Saturday. I've got some looming stories for you. Denise is outside the vehicle. She's ready to get in and get rolling, okay? Have a good weekend, everybody. God bless you. Goodbye.
See you later, Jim. I think it'd be a little warmer if Jim closed his sunroof. Don't you think? Looked like the wind was blowing right in on him. Hey, look, Jim, thank you so much. All right, let's find out. What's that? Yeah, his hair was blowing around in the wind. All right. Jim is a piece of work. Jim, it's my pleasure filling in for you. I love talking to this gentleman. Mike Mercer is here. He is the man that is responsible here for the Laurel Junction. Hello, Mike. How are you?
Good morning. Morning, Dan. Welcome.
Yes.
Glad to have you back.
Tell the radio audience and those on television about this place, all right? Okay. How big is it? What is really happening here? Tell me what's going on.
I want to allude to one thing. Jim and I learned last month that our wife shares birthdays.
Oh,
it's
nice.
The 25th of January, we learned that. And I'm learning this morning that the similarities stop there, because I'm pretty sure when I leave on vacation, I don't call back into Diane more than maybe once every couple days or whatever.
Yeah, right.
And I didn't notice Denise pulling on his ear to get him to come on to get off the air.
She was just off camera.
I'm
pointing at her. Come on, Jim.
I think if every few miles I would stop and call Diane, I might be. That wouldn't be Joanne's definition of a vacation. So the similarities stop there. But anyway, welcome. Excited to have you, and excited for this little break in the weather. The wind's gone, and it's seeing the vendors showing up this morning out back. We've got some outdoor vendors, and it means that the winter could be coming behind us.
Now, that's what happens here. You have some permanent people inside, and then the outside vendors. So just tell our listeners what is going on here. It's a flea market, indoors and outdoors.
It absolutely is. And obviously, we're at capacity when we can have good weather and we can have the outdoor vendors outside setting up and the indoor vendors feed off of them. But on the rare occasion that we get the snow or the rain or the inclement weather, you come to the indoor version of the flea market, which is here all the time. And the storefronts, great antique stores, great produce store, of course, the restaurant. So
look, there's clothing stores. There is like a collectible toy and collectible store. A leather working guy, jewelry people, all kinds of stuff.
If it's not sold here, you don't need it, Dan.
That's right.
You just don't need it.
That's right. There's like a smoke shop and a convenience store, and Chef Fred's doing some great food.
Yes, agreed.
So it is something.
I hope you get a chance to enjoy the food. I know Jim's got you booked up. You can.
Oh, I know. There's zero time to eat breakfast until
right on
after.
to the next thing.
That's right.
But anyway, we do. We have a little bit of everything for everybody. I mean, we have a seamstress, and we have a dollar store in the back, which just has. Their inventory's constantly changing, but they have a little bit of everything. So.
Very interesting that a lot of your vendors indoors have been here for a long time.
Absolutely. I've been here 12 years now. Doesn't seem like a day over 30 years, but I've been here 12 years now, and many of them were here when I got here. So, yes.
There's a Burger King here on your property.
Correct.
No,
that's
is that
part
correct?
Of it.
That's a really big deal.
Yes.
Any other? Is there plans for other like pad site places?
Yeah, we do. Great question. We do have some pad sites that we're working with Dow.now to incorporate in the turn lanes, because we are going to be adding some storage units. Delaware Storage is going to start probably in the third quarter of this year with some storage units. And no, the flea market is not going anywhere. Well, it is going somewhere. We're going to move it to one side, but we will still have plenty of vendor space.
Well, there's several acreage here, right? Yes. I mean, there's room for pad sites and flea market.
Absolutely,
right?
There's over 20 acres of land here, and we certainly know where our bread is buttered, and we know that we need the flea market to survive, and we will continue with the flea market.
The indoor stores in the flea market is a primarily weekend thing?
Not really. The indoor flea market port is. We also have storefronts. As I say, we're a mom and pop strip center. So we have out of the attic upstairs, another antique store. So we have a couple antique stores open 7 days a week.
Okay.
Right. The motorcycle shop 7 days a week. Phone guy 7 days a week.
Okay.
So we do have what I call the storefronts. And they're here every day.
Okay.
They're here every day.
And then this would be flea market area over here, right?
Inside,
okay.
There's 60 indoor units.
Is that a Saturday, Sunday thing?
That is primarily the weekend. Some of them do come in during the week.
Okay.
Some of the specialty shops, the phone guy.
So they can probably have their own hours? Or?
They sure do. It's their business to do with as they prefer.
Do you have indoor spaces available? Indoor? Or is it all filled up?
Indoor. There is what I call some turnover. Indoor, we have some of the regulars that have been here forever.
Right.
And then we have some guys that don't want to fight the elements, don't want to take their stuff home at the end of the day. So if you get an indoor space, you get a roll-up door, you throw the door down, and you go.
Right.
Currently, as we speak, Diane looks like one of my managers off on there. She looks like one of them bobbleheads in the back of your car. So I think she's trying to tell me that no, there isn't any indoor
Not
spaces
currently.
available currently, but that changes on a week-to-week basis.
I get
we
you.
have, we have some of those where instead of having an estate sale, instead of having a yard sale, because they're out in the middle of nowhere,
Right.
they bring their stuff here, and they're, they don't intend to be here long term. So we do have those spaces available, and I would encourage you, if you wanted one of those spaces, especially if the best-selling season's coming up, you get in touch with Diane or I and get on the waiting list.
Yeah.
So as soon as one of them's available, you'll have it.
I want to, at the end of this, you'll give us a phone number or some way to get a hold of you. How much is it and how do I go about having an outdoor flea market spot?
The outdoor flea market spot, there's a couple different options there. You can rent for the weekend, which that way we call it a reserve. So you can call in and you're going to be in spot A5 or A6. Times like these with the weather the way it is, you can just show up and set up. And we have people to get here. They were here before you were early this morning.
Yes, I saw people setting up. I thought, wow, they must watch the weather, and it's going to be good enough to be outdoors today.
Right. So, and then you just set up, get your wares out, start selling, and Diane will be around to collect.
Okay.
So,
and how much is that?
That is $20 a day.
All right. So pay $20. You're in a prime spot where a lot of people are coming to shop.
As I tell people, the advantage we're going to have is, I can't sell anything for you, but I'm going to put people by your storefront.
Right.
You're going to have people walk by your space, and I mean lots of people.
If it's reserved, will it be marked?
It will be. Great
so I don't
question.
set up in the wrong spot?
It will. Yeah, please, because that does cause a controversy from time to time. So
Yeah.
yes, no, it will. It will have reserved on there, and inside it, and you just go to the next spot. So
All right.
there's some people that don't want to be here Sunday. There's some people that don't want to be here Saturday. So those people usually just set up for that one day. Then some of the more hardcore regulars, they reserve, and they even like their same spot. People are creatures of
You
habits.
probably have a better. Is it a better deal if you're here a long term?
Yes, you do get it. Yeah, you get it. Yes, with the two, so it's 35, and then you get the 2 days. You get your spot, and like I said, there's a lot of people.
Yeah.
The regulars, they want to be in B7 or they want to be in B8.
Yeah.
And their customers, quite frankly, if they sell used toys or if they sell antiques or whatever, they get to know that hey, Dan's going to be in row C this week, and I'm going to look for him to see if he's here.
I get it.
Fishing, as it's time to go fishing, there are so many opportunities out here to buy rods and reels and lures. Tom's got a whole shack back there just full of inventory.
Wow.
Just full of it. So
People make some money doing this, right?
well, I often laugh. I've got some of those people you mentioned that have been here been here since the same day that I was here.
Right.
12 years later, they've never made a dime, and they'll be here next Saturday morning at 5 o'clock in the morning. You figure it out.
Exactly.
No, I agree with you. No, there's some people that do this as their weekend side hustle or their retirement thing.
Yeah.
And some of them do very, very well. Very tight-lipped on letting me, Mr. Landlord, know on how they're doing. But yeah, I got to believe that they're doing okay.
All right, Mike. That's how you got into this, right? You're sort of a real estate guy or a landlord guy or something, right?
Well, yeah, I have a partner, Dwayne, and we saw an opportunity. This corner is an institution in Sussex County.
That's right.
I mean, let's face it. Everybody knows this corner, and the opportunity came about, and we jumped on it.
Right.
So, yep.
And it's been kind of an interesting ride, and I see that you've done a lot of improvements, a lot of interesting things out here. How can people get a hold of you here at the Laurel Junction for indoor or outdoor space? Oh, Diane is now. I've been handed this note.
That's the magic card there, Dan.
Yeah.
And since it's kind of like my wife, I call Diane probably not as much as Jim calls you, and maybe not as much as he calls Denise, but it's on speed dial, so I wouldn't have known the number had she not handed it to me.
Okay.
So you can get up with Diane, 302-841-5864, and she knows a lot more about what's going on than I do as far as which spaces are available. I'll give you my number. It's 410 888-251-8694. And that way, when you call me, I can tell you that I'll check with Diane and get back to you.
Yeah, all outdoor spaces have 4 tables.
They do.
Daily outdoor spaces, $20. Pavilion, $26. Reserved weekend outdoor spaces, $35. That's for the weekend.
Right.
Right,
That's
both
both
days. One price. Pavilion, $50. Make reservations and payment before noon on Friday. And if you want to beat the heat and cold, the indoor self-locking units, you can get up and find out about the availability of those as well with Diane at 302-841-5864.
Wow. She's got quite a business
She's
card
got
there.
a
I
lot.
might
It's a
put one of
full
them on.
commercial on the back.
Yeah, there you go. She's been well trained.
Yeah. Thanks, Mike.
Dan, enjoyed it as always.
Thank you very
Welcome
much.
back.
Thanks for being here. Good to be in for Jim Weller today. Your chance to win some Chick-fil-A meals right after we hear Jim talk about Luff and Associates.
Okay, everybody, Jim Weller here, and I sure do miss being there in person today. I don't like to miss any Saturdays, but I'm having a good time, and I'm just taking the day off. I'll be back next Saturday. Also want to thank Laurel Junction for hosting the show right there live on location, and Chef Fred's Cafe for all the good food and the good experiences we have there. But in the meantime, I want to take just a moment and talk about another sponsor segment, which is my accountant. And you know him by name. His name is George Luff. I have dealt with George Luff for many, many years. His son Tyler is very involved now. There's a whole team of people there. It's Luff and Associates. And where are they? They're in Dover, Milford, and Rehoboth. I love dealing with them. I have questions all the time. I mean, people say, how could you have so many questions? Because I'm always buying and selling something. There isn't a day goes by that I don't buy something and sell something. And many times it's things I've never done before or dealt with before. I'm always coming up with new ideas and reinventing myself, and I keep them hopping. So if you need an accountant that you can talk to, if you need an accountant that knows their stuff, if you want to deal with somebody that's local and knows the local environment, it's Luff and Associates. I'm very happy with them, whether it's for my business or for Denise and I personally or for JKJ Properties. They handle it all, okay? They even handle our payroll for Wellers. They have a system called Easy Payroll. Very happy with that. We've been dealing with them for years. And what I like is they're locally owned, locally operated, and they do a good job for me. So if you need an accountant for a one-time project, or maybe you're going to want to switch over, or your business is growing, you've been doing it yourself and you need some help, just give George a call, okay? It's 302-422-9699. 422-9699. Luff and Associates, Milford, Dover, and Rehoboth. You will enjoy dealing with them. They're very knowledgeable. They're CPAs. They know what they're doing. Okay? Give them a call. Tell them I sent you. Other than that, Dan, take it away. Give something away. I'll see you. Bye.
Hey, good idea. Good idea. Let's give something away. Here is the phone number to call. Don't be shy about it. Just call us at 302-422-7336. And you can win your choice of an ice cream from Vanderwin's Farm Creamery or a complete Chick-fil-A meal. Your choice of a sandwich meal or a nugget meal, okay, at Chick-fil-A. And if you want to win, just call. First caller. That's how they do it here on the Jim Weller Show. Weller Does Delmarva. 302-422-7336. Dan Gaffney filling in for Jim today on Weller Does Delmarva. It's great to be on Delaware 105.9 early this morning. It's also great to be live from the Laurel Junction, which we just heard about here a few moments ago. The giveaway number, 302-422-7336. You can join such great people as Snooky Vent, Butch Harmon, Terry in Seaford, Connie, Harry in Lincoln, or Lou from Bridgeville. All right. So, we'll take your call on the air or off the air. We're also going to hear Jim tell us about Integrity Pest Solutions, one of the great sponsors here on Weller Does Delmarva.
Hey, folks, it's Jim Weller, and I am not there today, as you have already figured out by now, This should be my final segment for a sponsor / advertiser of the show for the day. But I do want to say thanks a lot, Dan, for being my co-host and making sure everything goes smooth. And thanks for the whole team of people that make this happen. And Linda, for your part, and Colin and Jonathan and Hunter and whoever else is there helping out. Thank you very much for all the different guests. And so this should be the last segment. And I want to brag on my pest control guy. Who am I talking about? You know him, Keith Ruark, a good sponsor of the show. So yes, this is a sponsor segment for Integrity Pest Solutions. Now you say, Jim, I don't even know if I need a pest control guy. Oh, you need a pest control guy. Okay? And what I love about Keith is he knows his stuff. He's been doing this over 15 years. He's licensed, he's insured, he's honest, he's fair. But when you call on the phone, you're either going to get Keith or his voicemail. When he calls back, it's going to be Keith. When he comes out to take a look at your project, it's going to be Keith. And when he comes to do the work, it's going to be Keith. And why is that so important? Because have you ever dealt with somebody where you talk to one person, they tell you what's going to happen, then another person comes and does it, and it isn't quite what the other person said? I like it when it's Keith. It's Keith, Keith, and Keith, okay? Owner-operators, I love them because that way, if you like who you talk to, you're going to like the work he does. So whether it's things like hornets or bald-faced hornets, okay? Well, I hate those things. Or stink bugs. I really hate stink bugs. Or Denise really hates ants, okay? We mutually hate mice, okay? I'm not a fan of termites either. So anyway, whatever you need help with, Keith can help you out. It's just one phone call, all right? He'll tell you what he could do. He'll tell you what you're looking at. You could deal with him once, or you could deal with him like on a yearly, annual contract. So what's his number, everybody's asking? It's 302-858-8629. Now dial it in that order. That's 302-858-8629. Check him out online. It's integritypestsolutions.com. Very active on Facebook. Like his Facebook page just for the heck of it, if you would, okay? But if you need a pest control guy that you can trust, that you can depend on, and that knows what he's doing, and that's fair and honest, I highly recommend Integrity Pest Solutions, my friend, Keith Ruark. Other than that, that's about it. You might not see or hear from me anymore today. So if you've enjoyed the show, would you please comment where you can on Facebook? We'd appreciate that. All right? If you need to tell me something or send me a note, I'm Jim, Jim, at Wellers.com. I'm very honored that Dan took the time to do the show for me. So thank you, Dan. And don't forget to give some stuff away, but don't give away the farm, okay? Or any free trailers or sheds or carports or swing sets or generators, okay? Just gift cards. All right? Everybody have a good time. All right? Thank you all for being there. I'll see you later. Thanks to everybody else that's in the room. I'll see you next week. Goodbye. Goodbye. Be safe. See you next week. Bye.
Right on. Thank you, Jim. Last call if you want to jump in here on his special phone number at 302-422-7336. I'll give you a Chick-fil-A gift card or Vanderwin's ice cream. Your choice. Phone line open, guys, they tell me. 302-422-7336. Weller's Utility Trailers open today. I want to thank Chuck Creighton for being here earlier today, talking about those swing sets, Colin, the very high-quality Amish-made swing sets, treated wood, vinyl wrapped, so the elements do not get into it. Strong, sturdy. They use stainless steel connectors so they don't rust, and you're going to get years of life. He was really promoting those today.
And what stood out to me with Chuck was he knew his products. He knew what he was talking about. Trailers, the swing sets, all of them. He knew his product, and I think they're a good company to go to because you're going to get knowledge as well as good quality products. You're going to get the knowledge of what products you actually should be using.
Coming up here, if you're listening on the radio, Delaware 105.9, I'll be switching studios and the Dan Gaffney Saturday Spotlight on the air today at 9 o'clock. We're going to hear a gentleman who sort of invented something that is gone nowadays. But if you remember, do you ever remember going into gift shops and they would be playing soft music? And then there was a rack of CDs of artists you never heard of? And you could buy the music that you were hearing in the, it's called the, I think he called it the Play play and pay method of selling music.
Really?
The guy who basically invented it, his name is Dave Combs. We're going to be talking with him coming up in the next half hour.
And he's still doing it? He's still selling it?
He's still doing it in a different way because you can't. Nobody's really buying CDs as much, so it's not the same. But when that was big, it was huge.
Yeah.
And he tells us how he started with one gift shop. Then he dreamed, what if I could do this well? And one in each state, 50 gift shops. And then he ended up in 1,000 gift shops, not 50. I mean, it's pretty amazing. You'll hear him coming up. Also, later today, we're going to hear a psychologist who believes Donald Trump was not only a narcissist, but a psychopath. But yet the psychologist himself does not believe in Trump derangement syndrome. So we have a little conversation coming up today on the Saturday Spotlight about that. Are we going to take a call? Okay, we're not?
No call.
We are leaving the radio. That's what I'm being told, right?
Right.
Thank you, radio audience. Thanks for listening to Weller Does Delmarva. Well, that's it. Thanks for watching on Facebook and on TV Delmarva. Here's a quick plug for TV Delmarva.
The Reporters Weekly coming up right now, right after this show. Stay tuned to TV Delmarva.
I appreciate it. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great weekend.
Bye. 10 seconds. All right. Now's when we act like we're reading over the notes, Dan.
Right.
Yes. Yeah. Great show, Dan.